We're very late starting. So. Wait, where is there another OBS update? Oh, okay, fine, whatever. Alright, music's good. Yeah, I think the music's fine. Update complete. Let's launch. All right, this is what we're doing. And then for your own visibility, let's go to stream and go to 69. Got the math figured out. We're adding this originally now to a test screen, which is the old Descent clone. Which is this one. Post the global plane. I don't want the visual shader to be unique. I just want the material to be unique. So this one will be small, right? Yeah. I don't know why the color is not working. But I fix the color. Weird. I fix this. That brown. Yeah, it's like we're not editing the instant. I just want to use this shader with this, pay my own copy. Just what? Here's the big deal. Hey, Mongolo. I guess we have unique. Yeah, that looks unique. Yeah, here's the video. Yeah, that works. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, color, radius. Right? This is ring color. Oh, color is only driving mission. Wait, why is it not driving albedo as well? Weird. Okay. Maybe I should separate the emission. Okay, that works. Okay, so we need to do... I don't know if I want to use those for individual points. I think I want to make something. What do I have here in crosshairs? We have these guys. Could use one of these. I want something thicker though. This is good for a target indicator. But I just need a dot. Maybe just that dot. How big is that thing? What's 48? I'm gonna share it. Because that looks pretty good. But I want it to be bored out. $64 by $64 would be nice. And is that 6 pixels? 6 pixels. Oh. The perfect dot. Export as video descent. Call this sensors dot. I could have made it a bit bigger, but well. Let's see how this goes. Fix. 16. What else do we need? We need the, let's go open up that dot again. And we want to squish it. Have we scale the layer? Up to scale. We want to scale the height to be 32. Not what? Unlink. 32. And then we want to move this down. Canvas size is 64, so this needs to move down half of 64, so it needs to move down to 16. Layer 2 visible. Sensors dot base. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So these will be sprite videos. do 0.25, and let's do 0.25. The video game Apex, yes. Ugh. Alright, so I do like the hollow one. They're a bit small, but that depends on the scale. I think they can be a little bit bigger, but not by much. So let's say these indicators. Let's do 1.5. Yeah. We're making Star Citizen Raider. Thanks. And maybe it will be solid yet, not sure. We'll go with this. We'll go with this one first, and we'll see what happens. So the base needs to be at the horizon line. Let's do another one based upon this. Let's duplicate this one, make it unique. Sensors, indicator, base. And throw it at the base. So this is unique, right? Okay. And we could billboard with a line in the middle, or we could render it directly. Mhm. What's our best way of drawing? I think we're gonna grok it. Let's grok it. The best way to draw a 3-pixel line between two sprite 3Ds. You can add an intermediate geometry, draw the line. Intermediate lines don't have any width control for 3 pixels. Use a quad mesh. Oh, so create a quit. Oh, okay. So create a quad mesh. Adjust the quad mesh. Let's say this. There's an indicator. And yeah, you can just. Doesn't have a player show. Yeah, so we have our indicator spread. And then we want to draw a mesh in between, so I think we should just have a mesh. And then we'll do a quad. So the only thing is I want to be able to move this in runtime. So we need to have a custom AABB. No, center offset. It's got going. See, that's kind of rough because the center offset will always have to be half of the distance between like itself and wherever the indicator is for it to work properly. It will be unshaded. It's technically going to be a billboard. I don't know how well it's going to billboard. It's going to really depend on how we want this thing to work. Because I want to enable the billboard, but it needs to have a correct origin for that to work. Because the other things are going to billboard fine. Yeah, so it's really just going to be setting the pivot, whatever the height is. So like 0.0.25 divided by 2. That means we'll have to update the center offset in real time for it to work well. And because it's a billboard, you can just flip it. No, we can't flip it. Me. Let's do a test in the center screen. Maybe we don't billboard it. Oh, we can Y billboard. Oh, perfect. And then we just need to set the length. In the center in one time. Which is probably not a huge cost. Yeah, alright, let's try that. Let's call it sensors. We didn't even do that. Copilot, I need you to stop doing what you're doing right now. Wait a distance. Float. It's going to be our south. Sure. And this distance is going to be the height on Y. Which is like 1.1. Here, let's make it double. Yeah, and let's just use regular position. Am I doing rotation? What is this happening? Yeah. Yeah, so 0.374. So then the indicator line, or the center line, that, oh, we could do a scale of 1 unit and then adjust the scale to be whatever the distance is. And that could be like a super lazy way of dealing with it. We could do a 1 unit. Yeah, we could do 1 unit with a, oh yeah. That'll work. 1 unit with a 0.5. So then this becomes 1 unit of measure. And then our scale, right? Whatever the scale would be, which is 1 right now. Obviously we had to non-uniformly, right? This will work. As we uncouple the scale, and then we can just bring the scale down. I guess. But there we go. What was it? Why isn't it like that? I don't see anything wrong with that. Why can't I have an? Why can't I bring the scale down less? 0.5. Is it just not like the scale being changed non-uniformly? Yeah, I can scale it here. What the hell? You know what? I don't think it's a problem. I think it'll work. I don't know why that's a bug though. Right, so then we just scale that to be whatever the distance is. So we just say the center line scale is new vector 3 x, and then y would be the distance. Right. So we hit play on that, it should auto align. Or not. Center line missions and scale 0. I don't know what that needs to be even. Yeah, it's so weird. Because its distance from its origin should be correct, 0.5. Because it is 0.56. If you look at the indicator distance in comparison. Okay, so its y is 0.375. Itself. 3.375. So why is that distance wrong? Yeah, 0.375. They're both in the same space. And we are at our origin. It should just be whatever this position is. Yeah, shouldn't even matter. Right, it should be like the position Y. right? That should be the center. And we'll need to know whatever our do. And because we're doing it this way, we can actually just set the scale to be directly it. If I gotta reference it again, I can, but it's fine. Actually, it's so this right. Yeah, we need to figure out this mesh right. Okay, so let's ready. Right. Indicator radius. Is our indicator sprite. What's our pixel width? Is the size of 1 pixel's width on the sprite scale in 3D. Now, it should be the actual current fixed size. Alright, there's this thing now. Yeah, if we could just get half of whatever the actual sprite's, you know, real scale is, or real size. Like, whatever the pixel size is. Yeah, what's wrong with this pixel size? Or like, how do I get this bound? Right, so if let's say our pixel size, we know it's a 64 by 64. So say we have 64 times 0.0015, then that's using 0.09 meters. Yeah, that's about right. 0.1. Okay. So we could just do the math, and then we could divide that by 2 for the radius. So it is the pixel. Yeah, okay. Pixel size times, or pixel size times, but how do I know what the actual texture size is though? Times indicator, sprite, texture, get size x divided by 2. Right. So we want this though. And that'll be the indicator radius. Size, and we want a distance minus indicator radius. And there's probably some padding needed for that, but yeah, so because like there's a little bit of fraying on the edge, right? It's not perfect. So because we're in local space to the star map, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna make this, not the base be the indicator, but the indicator be the indicator, and then we draw down on the local z-axis, or the local y to the base. We place the base always on the y, and then we connect to the base. And then for this offset, yeah, So ideally, we need like a little test system or something. We kind of like, let's see. Can I add? Can we do some testing here? Or you can kind of canvas layer, with a control node. With some type of slider. Yeah, and if we could like, if we could move the x-axis with this, we could kind of test. Yeah, I want it to be a slider, but I don't want it to be a range slider. I just want it to be a value slider. I mean, it is a value slider, but I don't want the, it's no slider. What do we call this thing? Max value is going to be 1. Minimum value of -1, Q1. Optimum size value. So from -1 to 1, stepping by 0.01. Yeah, okay. Sure. So this is going to be X as the new Y. We're totally co-piloting today. Too tired. So we want our slider for X, slider for Y, and our indicator is going to be this one when we're testing. And because we're normalizing from 0 to 1 and everything is in a space, 0 to 1. Y changed. What do you mean? X is set. Y is set. Indicator base is set. Which is our centers indicator. Which is fine. Right, slider value change to the print value. Give same link here. Not really getting shit. Don't need this anymore. Oh, is it empty? Okay, okay. Each slider X. Each slider Y. I don't know. It's fine. Each slider X, each slider Y, each slider X, each slider Y. Debug panel. Each slider is not fan. We actually have that. We do. Each sliders are not fan. Get node or null from the debug menu. And it sends out a VBox container. Oh, okay. All right, cool. It works. So what we want to do is change. We're going to change where this actual indicator and how it draws. Yeah. We kind of got to do things in reverse. So the way this will happen is the indicator will be the parent. Then will be the so we are the indicator sprite, the base sprite, and the line will still be the same. The difference being is we will be at origin. This will still be fine, but we're going to be connecting to the base this time. And the base can stay on top of us for the time being. And we're going to do this kind of in reverse. And then we know the indicator base is always going to be it's kind of weird. It's going to be whatever we are in minus. Any price in mind for the final game? Not sure. Really not sure. Depends on the sheer amount of effort. I'd like for it to become a $45 game. But it probably won't happen. It's really going to depend. 5 pizzas? That's how much is 5 pizzas? Yeah, so our position is always going to be. Let me actually see what our position is. So GD.point our own position. It should be our position relative to the parent. Whatever our position is in this indicator. There's a center line or the indicator base. It's not aligning. Oh, the. Yeah, it was a little bit odd. Oh yeah, because we're local. The base is within us. We never moved the base. That's the beauty about it. We only moved It's positioned on down, whatever its height is, on the horizon line. And we want the base to, yeah, we want to do the opposite. So we're like I'm gonna put the indicator line under the base and have it actually extend upward and keep its position where the base is. But it needs a flip as well. But like, let me go to the negative. Oh my god, why is the physics so weird? It's updating every frame, so like why would it be repositioning itself? It's weird. Because nothing is resetting it. Oh, okay. It's just the physics interpolation. So for negative scale, so when the position is minus, we'd have to, yeah, because we can't flip it for me. Right, so the issue is, this is working. We'll need to, because the base is either going to start here and be at the point, or it's going to start at the point and be at the base. But there's going to be two edge cases, of which it can be. We need it to be performant, you know, as well. So. Alright, so let me use the washroom real quick and I'll be right back. Because the indicator radius is never going to change. So we can get that, we can cache that. Yeah, I'll be right back. What's up? Oh. Private, double, indicator radius. I need to align in radius. Set indicator radius. Now, we need to ask Brock what we're going to do with this real quick. What am I talking about? Yeah, what are we doing? All we have to do is if I don't need Brock for this. If the indicator position, if our position is greater than 0, then we're setting the base position. We're still doing this anyway. We're always going to set the indicator position to this. But if we and we're always going to set the center scale and their distance is still going to be the same. But just if the y is greater than 0 and our sensor's line base is going to be the indicator base, if it's not in the center line position, it is going to be the our actual position. Right? So if we look at it now, wait, I mean that on just a y. So here the position should be a minus of our position. Oh, I'm forgetting that. first center line position. If our own line. Is greater than 0. I'm an idiot. Then everything behaves normally. Right? Otherwise, and I can turn this into a one-liner pretty much. Otherwise, the position is going to be at the actual position. Plus this distance is negative. Where right, because it needs to be brought out. Is going to be our indicator base position plus our current position. Minus our current position. Yeah, so that's minus. Yeah, I think I need to move the map. Let's move the sensors line out. Keep the sensors line with the indicator, but move it to the base only when we go low. I think it's the scale. I think the scale doesn't like becoming negative. That's the issue. I think the code was actually working fine. Hey, how's it going, David? Man, haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing good, brother. Yeah, no, actually, I liked what I was doing. Let me undo that. Because for the most part, the base is moving and the indicator is stretching. In the event that it's not, I think it's because our distance is minus. We're making a 3D radar today. Yeah, because it should move. I could do global position, but shouldn't need to. Right, this sensors base. Because the issue is the scale is now set, right? This scale went minus. So I think this, because the scale went minus, it flipped it and it's facing the other direction. Which means that technically, if I set the indicator base's line to be on the material side, to be double-sided, it would work. we get rid of call mode, you can actually scale minus and it would flip that way. And it would work, but it's not like the best overall solution. Yeah, see, so as I go down now, right, it's like scaling up. So it's doing what we want it to do, but like, right, we need this to not scale. And then we need its position to move to minus whatever the value is. Right, so if we keep it this way, we can actually just do new vector. Right, because we're never truly moving. So if we're in the minus, then we're technically setting its position to be whatever our position is. Now the issue is that we need to, because we're starting, here, we need double the we had to remove our, yeah, right. So because it's a bit complicated, but minus, so our position is going to be whatever the y is minus the radius, the indicator radius. And then we have the minus. So it's 2 times, it'd be like 2 times. Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. Yeah, I'm gonna scale. Or minus we're adding. But the issue now is we're starting higher, but we have to take off. The distance now changes. Right? Because we're now on the other side. So because we're going plus, that means the yeah, so for this, I'd have to actually remove twice to 2 times. But yeah, there we go. When we get these weird things in the middle, we're going to deal with. So if the distance won't be a threshold before we display these lines. This is still not ideal, but let's do Z as well. And then we'll have the whole thing. And we'll have to clean the code up a little bit. So what are we going to do? Exact same code. All right, let's go. So we should be able to move this horizontally, vertically, and back and front along the horizon line. Are you using a mesh plane? I am. How's it going, Nathan Ballard? Yeah, so this will work fine. We had to deal with those weird oddities. Because there's a center. I have that already set. We're actually just scaling this. We're setting our this thing is 1 meter high, and then we're using a 0.5 center offset. And now all we have to do is set the scale to be whatever the distance it is. And the only little bit of math is we're removing half of the sprite radius here, the sprite width divided by 2 as a sprite radius. So we're just setting this to be scale, aka distance. And then in the minus, we just got to kind of go the other way. So then we can move around this thing in 3D space and set the indicator to be, the relative what they need to be, and then it just works, right? So that's the idea. And what we're doing is we're going to, this indicator here from Evilcron is what I'm building, right? So we have a base here next to my head, and we have our line, and then as we rotate, so we have our own horizon plane that all of this is relative to, and then we have our kind of our star system plane, and then if you target, it'll just be indicated, because otherwise we have to use the 2. What game is this? Evilcron Legacy. It has planetary planets. It's amazing. Came out in 2016. Really wonderful game. It's got trading. It's got a really nice space system. It's got VR support. Right. Some of my movement, so the head bob, I kind of took from this. Kind of looked at how the camera works, and use it as a little bit of a foundation. I like some of the UI. Like, not sure how necessary it is, but I like the idea of having. It's a system-wide radar. What's the word? Compass. So like that vector is that vector in the system no matter what. So like 90 degrees is like 90 degrees system wide, right? So as I roll a 180, it'll just flip, right? But it's kind of like if you're traveling north, south, east, and west, but relative to the star system. There's some cool stuff in this game. You know what I mean? But creating this radar shouldn't be too bad. It's very similar to Star Citizens, very similar to Elites. I mean, I think Elite probably takes a lot of inspiration. They're both very similar as far as some of the UI, but I think this is probably the best information display. Right. So I had to do the math, like the algebra of sure. So this right, so our mesh, like our mesh length here is 1. And we have our base. These are all sprites, so they're all going to be billboards. We're going to try to make this very, you know, easy peasy. Look at almost be like, you know, to a certain degree, like GPU particles. But we're going to start off with this. So it's a real 3D interface. You know what I mean? I created shaders. I have these really nice mesh orbit plane shaders that I made that are kind of like SDF fields. If I zoom in, there's like unlimited detail because there's no mesh. You know, they're just like an SDF field with a negation in 2D. So all the orbit lines and stuff like that. Like I have a pretty good idea, and what I could do as well then is I could use a shader. Or like, you know, what I'm doing right now is I'm clamping. I can show you the shader editor here of what I've been working on. Let me show you. So this is the shader I whipped up. Right, so we just have our, right, we have our UVs. We're centering our UVs, so we're centering our UVs. Then we're using our distance function. This creates an outward gradient. And then radius is just the radius itself for this distance function to kind of create our outer edge. And then we get our inner edge. And then the magic happens here when we smooth step them. Right, so by smooth stepping them, we pretty much, you know, create, right, our outside and inside edge. And then we invert it with a 1-. This is for like, I don't remember what I was doing with a 1-. So something I was going to do with some of the color. But we're just taking ring color now and we're driving it into emission. So it's very simple. Right, and oh right, and I have like UVs also exposed here. Like over here we have a deposition exposed, which enables the shader to move. Right, so I could actually have like multiple of these on one plane. Right, that's my plan. Right, my plan is to make this a little bit more advanced and have a lot of the feed the cat. He wants to play. He doesn't want food. I mean, he always wants food, but he wants to play right now. Right, so that's the idea, right? We want to get this rendered to a right, and we're using right now. We're using the game I made. This one. We're going to be doing all of this in the decent space clone, just so it's a little light in scope, and I can afford all the bloat to happen. And so we'll get it working, we'll profile it, and we'll see how well it reacts to like 100 entities. Right, so right, you can see I have this really have a 2D version here in the corner that I made, which works. Like it is the 2D representation of the, you know, whatever the sensors can detect in the ship, but it's like, you know, it's cool. Need a much better implementation, and I think this implementation will work fine. So. Get wrecked, nerd. Oh, I can't access the UI. What's being blocked on? The fact that it's captured? Anyway. Because the idea is once we scale down these detected objects, you know, and place the, you know, the actual indicator wherever it will need to be, it'll all work. Yeah, the thing I don't like is the lines. Need a minimum like distance of whatever the radius is before we just show the lines. Yeah. Yeah, and maybe let me just see if we can clean this up. That's the true distance, whether negative or positive. Once the indicator base moves. Hey, how's it going? Is it Krishna? Ooh, I just totally the same with the minus, but I have a plan for this. What's that? I can breathe, can you? So far, yeah. I mean, the distance is never negative in this case, so we're kind of. Ground indicator distance to the indicator. The local? That's right. Oh, let's think about it. Can we turn off these? Disable this one, disable this one. So there's only one running. Let's move one there. Nice, wait. The value is not changing. Oh, because it ran out of overflow apparently. Hey, propagation, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. We're making a 3D star map thing. Yeah, that seems like that distance is working. And that distance will always be positive. So if we're in the positive, let's just go up. What have you been working on lately, propagation? Oh, but the difference, yeah, it's so weird. There's a scale scaling up like that. Because that's a positive value, and it minus, because they should be equal, you know, like the position of itself to the base. Unless I gotta do 2 local. Oh, wait. Maybe we did local ourselves. Oh, yeah, that's it. No. Scanning 1 point. Yeah, no, we're doing 0.7. Oh. Right, like this position, it becomes just the minus of its y. Like, how are these not matching? I wonder if I should actually non-orthograph the camera. That could be cool. Yeah, maybe I'll just do this and check manually. I don't know where we're printing that position to. We should just be printing this only. Process, we're aligning this. Like, how is that distance 0.4? That is not 0.4. Right? That'd be 1. But it's not, it's 3. The scale only goes from 1. Right? Minus 1 to 1. It's a 0.5 radius. So it's like 0.5. That's 1. That's 1. Okay, so that should be 1 in the minus. 1 in the minus. Really inaccurate. And this by default. I don't know why this like distance is so dumb. Indicator radius here. Is our texture size? I don't know. I'm gonna go to magic number. 0.05 meters. See, why is this 0.5 distance already? I mean, this works enough to go forward and plug it all in, but it's so weird that it's behaving like that. Because we also don't really want the base to be displayed either, like, unless the distance, so, you know. Alright, it's almost 12. Let's see what targeting looks like. Let me throw that target in that active indicator. As a temporary child. Yeah, I like that amount of spacing. Yeah, I think we like not display the bases as well when it's like at the horizon line. You're getting there. Because I don't think this visibility is actually toggling. Or it's just always greater than that. Yeah, because like that's kind of what we want to start displaying it. I think we're going to make these a little bit even smaller than this. Yeah, so the Z ordering is actually correct. Yeah, it's only like just like why? What is it? Like, positive. This distance calculation is wrong for some reason. This back on. Turn off the sensor line by default. Yeah, we just leave the base a little bit darker. And we always change the. Actually, no. Let's sort of handle itself. Yeah, because these are fine now. We'll give them a little bit of an alpha. It's driving me mad though, it's stupid. Like, why? Scanner interface. Right, we have this sensor. Here's the one we're testing. Like, what is? Let me get it right there. This value, right? The base is 0.03 in the positive. The indicator, right, is in the minus. It's -3. Oh man, the margin of error. Right now, 0.05. Yeah, maybe we'll just do like greater than or less than 0.05. Yeah, because it's 0.04 here. On the pixels, so that's that. Or that. I think that, yeah, I think it works. We'll use that amount. Instead of doing it in the base position, we'll do it on the actual position. That y being less or equal to. And we'll fix the magic string after. Yeah, it works, but it needs to be cleaned up, but it works.
І швидко плинінок чугунних водах.
Let's try to make that a bit smoother. Yeah, I'll make it 100 and then I can divide it up. Well, Looks like it's still interpolating. Probably because I'm updating it outside of physics process. Yeah. Let me make this public real quick. Yeah, I gotcha. We just add a step with the physics. Alright, chat, I'm gonna end it there and go raid someone. Tomorrow we'll get this integrated. Cool. I'm gonna end it here on YouTube and then go and